How old is Homer Simpson? Well, I Googled it just now, and the first thing that popped up immediately is 39. Like, that's what it says. I know the phone doesn't show up on the screen there, but then, like, where Google talks about it more, here's what it says. It says, Homer's age has changed as the series developed. He was 36 in the early episodes, 38 and 39 in season 8, and 40 in the 18th season, although even in those seasons, his age is inconsistent. Now, here's what inspired this. For me, keep in mind I'm born in 1981. I'm older than you. But for me, one of the best video games ever for me was the arcade of The Simpsons, which came out, I think, in 1991, I think. But you could play as Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and it did a great job of going through all the landscapes of The Simpsons show. And before you put your quarter in and started playing, it would go through and show a profile of each of the members of the family. And for Homer Simpson, it showed age 35. And I always remembered that, and I looked it up on YouTube and watched the video, and it still says that, which is inconsistent with what this just said on Google. But if you go back and watch gameplay of the arcade, you'll see it on there. Homer Simpson 35. And as we know, that in essence, the Simpsons don't age, even though the first official episode aired in December of '89. We're pushing 30 years here, but they're still the same age, obviously. And really, I would actually be about the same age as Bart Simpson, actually, because of the way, but because time didn't change. Now I'm actually the age of Homer Simpson, if you're going by the video game, which is all kind of roughly, it's mid to late 30s is his age. But here's how this relates to hair loss 2 minutes in the video. Let's say Homer Simpson is 35 or 39 or 40. What we're insinuating is this is a man who has lost his hair earlier than most. As I made a video earlier this week, basically that 30% of men by age 30 have lost a good amount of their hair, and so on for every age. So we could say 35% of men by age 35 have lost. So if Homer Simpson's 35, he's part of that third that's, who's really lost a lot of hair. Or if he is 39 or 40, he's lost still a lot of hair to be 40. Because we're not talking about receding hairline at that point. We're talking about hair loss, baldness at that age. So it's interesting that Homer Simpson was created as someone who prematurely balded. It's not like he was 50. He's flat out bald by 35 to 40. So that is interesting to see how that is, because he's a cartoon, they could draw him however they wanted to. So I think I'm going to be more aware of, like, when I see someone's like bald on purpose, Homer Simpson. Again, they made him that way. It makes me curious, what does that say about the character? Like, it wasn't by accident. Like, oh, let's just make him bald. Most men aren't that bald by the age. So why did they do it? What were they wanting to say about Homer Simpson as a character? Now, obviously, he's a likable character. He's an idiot that everyone loves. And maybe he couldn't be taken seriously with hair. They wanted someone who clearly was not seen. And plus, he's overweight as well. And so they wanted to have this father figure who is very committed to his family. However, he doesn't win in the looks department, and they wanted to make sure that they even show kind of on the sides. It's not like he's doing the cool thing and shaving his head. Of course, that was 1989 when the show truly premiered. But is there anything else you can add to that? Because I'm trying to sort this out. What does it say about Homer Simpson that he went bald early? Why was that important to the way he is illustrated? Why couldn't he have as much hair as I have, since I'm about Homer Simpson's age? Why was it important that he was bald? What does that say about society's perception of men who lose that much hair by age 35 to 40? This is not so much me telling you, it's you telling me. I want to learn from what we can know about the fact that Homer Simpson was of the minority to be so bald by 35 to 40 as far as his age. Okay, comments, do it, let's learn.